I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
Vlad Elkins. How much do you love Great One?
He's so awesome, and that's why we got that Christmas gift for you.
Oh, that's right. I love the Christmas gift. Picture of us all hiking. That was very kind of the candidate. And then the topograph. Well, I got right here our hike up Harney's Peak, where it is an actual topographical map with the trail on it. This is awesome. So awesome. Guess what? I'm having problems with
some handling of those.
That's some handling. It's very. But no, that was one of the most thoughtful gifts I've ever gotten. That's really kind.
I had everything to do with it.
Hey, did I show you another gift from the candidate?
Yeah, that was from what, a year or two ago? Or,
yeah, she put some thought into it.
So I moved to a studio upstairs, and I got Vlad up here in the corner. You know.
Oh yeah.
So I got Vlad up there.
Cool. Any other stuff up there?
Yes. In fact, while you entertain the audience, I need to do something real fast. I will be right back.
Well, yes, you heard it is fast. Okay. Well, you guys go ahead, do it. You're all excited, obviously, about something. His face is all mischievous and he. What's he got over there? What? Oh, goofball beer. Dallas Blonde. Is that your very own fridge over there, or do you just grab a beer behind the couch?
There is a tiny, and when I say tiny, I mean really tiny mini fridge there that I got for Christmas. And so, yeah, I moved upstairs. It's a little bit more removed from the hustle and bustle down there, and I can get a lot of quiet work done this tax season. We needed a mini fridge.
Is there a big comfy couch or carpet in your room?
Well, there's a bed.
Okay, there is a bed because your audio is a lot better.
It is? It's good? Oh, yeah. Great.
Well, it's B.
No echo?
Solid B. Just a touch. I mean, it's not A+ and it's not D-. I would say the audio you had down below was a C+.
Okay.
It is improved up to a B. Okay. I'm sure if you put like some sound paneling, or even if you just hung up some blankets around your, but the audio is significantly improved. Yes.
Excellent. Cheers to that.
Would you like to handle some problems?
I would love to do that.
Okay, so this was sent to me by somebody. Chad, I know you enjoy it. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being cleaning up either Great One's or Atham's turd that they left in the toilet bowl. That's 1. I know you enjoyed that. And then 10 would be hanging out with Great One himself. How much joy, how much fun do you get out of watching the managerial bodies, be that the Big Four or the CPA Society or whatever, suffer at their own stupid mistakes? Where is that on cleaning up the Great One's turd or hanging out with the Great One himself? Where are we on a scale of 1 to 10?
So nothing can beat hanging out with Great One. So
okay, so that's top.
That's already at the top. But man, it is hard for me to deny that any type of suffering from either the Big Four or really just public accounting in general, the way it has become, cannot match that. So if they're hurting, I'm smiling.
Okay. Well, we have, can you believe that Chad, if you were going to administer the CP, I didn't know this. If you were going to administer the CPA exam, would you have any of it be done online?
I wish I could explain to you what it was like in terms of taking these. Claire, you're familiar with the Prometric exam. Didn't you used to proctor exams or something like that? Or am I thinking that wasn't you?
I mean, when I taught college stats and economics, I handed out exams, but I didn't. Proctor sounds too much butt stuff. I proctored nothing in my life. I like to go down that not once I proctored anything. But I administered tests, yes.
So I took all 4 CPA exams in 2011, passed them all the first time, yay me. I'm telling you, man, to get into these testing centers, it was like going to Fort Knox. Like you had to go through metal detectors. They basically had to pat you down to make sure you didn't have like crib sheets or, I mean, the dividers in these places. Like, obviously, I would never cheat on the exam, but it is freaking possible to cheat on the CPA exam in the United States. So what we're about to talk about gives me joy in an odd, ironic sense. So yeah, it does not surprise me at all that there was cheating going on abroad with
this is well, it's not even, maybe it is abroad. I hadn't read the article. This is about as naive as Minnesotans saying, let's let all the immigrants in and give them free money. Nothing bad will happen.
Bet you're happy to be out of there this week.
I wish I could kind of be there a little bit, but I am so happy watching Minnesotans. Like, the best case scenario is they got to admit 9 billion went missing. That they just got hosed for 9 billion, which I did the math. I think that's like 5% of the gross state product.
Yeah.
So you just, the best out case scenario is Tim Walz is arrested along with Keith Ellison and some other prominent Minnesota politicians. I know where they'll elect some new Democrat, but I love it when Minnesotans suffer. I love it.
Your boy Jacob Frey has been all over the news this week, man.
He's irrelevant, and it looks like his wife might be involved with some of the money gone missing. But we'll find out with an investigation. But
yeah.
This is under accountancy. Accounting body scraps remote exams to combat cheating.
Of course. Decisions
follow scandals at Big Four and comes as AI tools make it easier to circumvent invigilators. What are invigilators?
Hang on. Never heard that term.
Invigilator. An invigilator or proctor in North America is a supervisor for exams.
Oh, so a proctor. Okay.
Right. So already, I haven't gotten to the article. There are scandals at the Big Four. People are cheating on online accounting exams, and they're using AI. This is great. This is just...
I have a fantastic real life story for you that we can get to after we talk about this concerning Big Four cheating. So please go ahead.
The world's largest accounting body has decided to scrap remote exams to combat a rise in students cheating when sitting tests remotely. The Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, which has 258,000 members, will end its online exams from March, requiring candidates to sit assessments in person unless there are exceptional circumstances, as Chief Executive Helen Brand told the Financial Times. Just by the name, Helen Brand, would or would not, based on the name?
Helen Brand.
Yeah.
I'm going to say would not.
I'm going to say would not either. That just doesn't... Oh, good God.
Let's see. Helen, brand, like marketing brand. Helen.
I think this is
CEO.
Yep.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, no offense to her. I'm sure she's a great accountant, but yeah, that answers that.
She told the Financial what most tax accountants look like is women. Yeah.
Remote proctoring was introduced during the disease pandemic to allow students to continue qualifying into the profession during lockdowns. Chad, how long ago was the disease?
Oh my goodness. What is this? We're 6 years removed from it almost.
So just now.
God.
I want to point out to all the young people, I'm trying to do this regularly because it's so true. To the young people, just so you know, the adults have no fucking clue what they're doing. None whatsoever. You should not listen to them. the ACCA has concluded that online tests have become too difficult to police, particularly as artificial intelligence has made cheating more difficult to combat. We're seeing the sophistication of cheating systems outpacing what we can put in terms of safeguards, said Brand. The accounting profession has been hit by a series of cheating scandals involving those of staff, with firms such as PricewaterhouseCoopers and Libran, KPMG, and Deloitte fined millions of dollars in US, Canada, Australia, and Netherlands. Do you know anything? I think it was Deloitte got busted, or maybe it was one of these three. Was it Ernst & Young? Yeah, Ernst & Young got busted.
EY.
Yeah, in Australia for using AI.
Yes.
Yeah. We're the Big Four, but as reputable as Harvard. Ernst & Young agreed to pay a record $100 million to U.S. regulators in 2022 over exams that dozens of its employees cheated on an ethics exam, and the firm then misled investigators.
Can I interrupt with a story?
Sure.
So I don't care, like, if people know this, I think they know anyway. That was who I was with at the Big Four when I got out of grad school. I was taking the exams. I was with EY. And what happened was, in the state of Illinois, you have to pass all 4 of the real sections of the CPA exam. And then there's this ethics section. Okay. The ethics section, you can take it on your own. Like, it's not police. It's very easy. It doesn't take long. But they have one rule, and it's that you have to take it alone. You can't have outside help. And I'll never forget my second week at EY when I started that fall of 2011. I walk into this conference room with a bunch of my fellow, newbies there. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? What do you think they were doing, Clary?
Taking the test and helping each other out?
I'm just like, okay. And these are all like 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. I'm like,
sure.
You guys supposed to be doing that? They're like, no, but the partner said it doesn't matter. So I'm like, all right. No. Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't Ernst & Young to go all, oh, shit? Like, yeah, okay.
I can't believe it took them 11 years to get caught. Wow.
Of DI promotions and hires. You're full of it. And oh my God, look, everyone's cheating. Yeah.
What's that? No, somebody left a funny comment in the chat. Go ahead.
The firm's internal test designed to keep staff up to date on areas such as accounting standards and professional ethical requirements are separate from those ran by the ACCA and other accounting bodies, which candidates must pass in order to qualify for the profession. Or you just get your enrolled agent certification like their good friend Parker Franklin at parkerfranklинea.com, who, if you're looking for a tax accountant this year, Chad can't help you, but Parker Franklin at parkerfranklинea.com can.
Sent him a referral just yesterday.
Oh, good. Yeah, I owe him like 3 more ads because nobody likes Parker Franklin anyway. Brant said the ACCA, which has more than 500,000 students, had worked intensively to combat cheating, but people who want to do bad things are probably working at a quicker pace. One student currently taking ACCA exams told the Financial Times that a friend had been able to cheat by photographing exam questions and then feeding the images into an AI chatbot for assistance. The ACCA said that while it was confident its processes protected the integrity of the... No, it didn't. It didn't. It obviously didn't. What is with you fucking adults? I got caught with my dick in Barack Obama's mouth, but I really didn't have my dick in his mouth. What? You just...
This is so fun for me.
The ACCA said that while it was confident its processes protected the integrity of exams, rapid technological advances has pushed matters to a tipping point. Another student said that it had been a huge relief to sit the other exams from home while pregnant to avoid the 6-hour drive to the closest exam center. At this point in my life, I generally don't think I would have been able to attend exams or lectures in person. Chad, should women 6 months pregnant go and is that the time to start their accounting career to become CPAs?
It's not the ideal time to be taking these exams, no.
Can stay-at-home parents be accountants?
They can. Yeah. Yes, they
not
can.
Not a bad, but maybe you might want to, I don't know, have your fucking baby first.
Wait till it comes out of the oven, maybe.
Don't you tell her what to do, Chad.
Oh, jeez.
In the United Kingdom, the accounting regulator warned firms in 2022 that it uncovered multiple instances of exam misconduct. The Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, a professional body for training accountants, said in 2024 the reports of cheating were still increasing. There are very few high-stakes examinations now that are allowed remote, Brand said. The ICAEW, which also trains accountants around the world, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Scotland still permit some exams to be sat online. Chat, would there be a group of people that would take advantage of this?
Yes, as in everybody.
Oh, okay, all right. While technology has made it easier to cheat in remote exams, Brand said some students still cheated in-person tests. Let's not kid ourselves. It's not just the technology. There are other ways. Formulas up your arm, things down your sock, God knows what, mirrors and everything. The ACCA switch to in-person testing comes even as it overhauls its flagship qualification for the first time in a decade to include greater focus on emerging areas such as AI, blockchain, and data science. Chad, I have a question.
Yes.
What does AI, blockchain, and data science have to do with accounting?
Aside from the potential connection with dude bros, not a lot. No.
Okay. I hope all of you get what is coming to you. Same. I hope you all get Minnesota'd. I think that's a term, Minnesota, where you make stupid decisions for so long and then you can't avoid it anymore. AI has fundamentally shifted the skills required for accountants, said Brad. Chad, is that true?
No, that is not true.
Okay. Firms, including the Big Four, have been investing heavily in AI-powered tools to improve their efficiency. That would make it a challenge for junior auditors to gain practical experience, Brad said. So the new ACCA modules will simulate real-time scenarios, aiming to train students to apply skepticism to dynamic problems more than a static exam. Shouldn't they just learn to do double-entry bookkeeping and balances and ledgers and statements, or am I
anything to avoid studying your ass off like I and many other people did, 15 years ago, and actually trying to do it the right way? Anything to avoid that,
When you took it, was there all this ancillary bullshit? I know they didn't have the AI. I mean, it was what were the 4 parts? It was auditing, taxes.
It's still pretty similar. They've changed it a bit. It was audit, reg, which was tax, BEC, which is just business and economics and things like that. And then there was FAR, which is financial accounting, double entry bookkeeping and all that. But it's changed a little bit since then. Yeah.
Okay. Are you worried that the AI is going to take your job?
No. In fact, I was playing around with, a chat GPT. Like, I was playing around with some things just last night. The candidate likes Chat GPT. So I was doing some tax stuff, and I'm just not that worried about it. I'm not.
What about, aren't you worried about all these people who cheated at their exams, like working for cheaper than you? Are you worried about all these people who like have it written down on their arm?
Make my day, man. That just means I'm going to get even more emails than I've already gotten this week with people that are like, hey, I used an accountant who screwed it up and I got a notice, or I tried TurboTax and I got a notice. Like, it all ends up flowing to the top at the end of the day.
The guys, there's a show called Garage Logic. It's used to be an old radio show, and now it's a podcast. They basically said, when it comes to medicine, you want the oldest guy possible. You want the oldest doctor possible. And I think that's about the same now for kind of any profession. Give me the oldest dude you have possible. That's what I want. Well, that's it. That's all I had. I just, just basic, more of the adults and the leaders and the regulatory agencies don't know what they're doing, and more of a case for you to become self-employed.
I mean, at this point, what's the incentive to even go the Big Four route, or really any public accounting route? Even if you don't want to do tax, like, do you really want to put yourself through that?
I'm trying to. Well, you even said it. It's just better to get the EA. Unless you want to do audit or something like that. There's no reason to get the CPA. Just go EA. Maybe pick up some bookkeeping along the way.
Yeah, I would say just go the Big Four. We've talked about this, but just go the Big Four route if you just want to be in corporate, at least for the next 10, maybe 15 years. If you want to stay in corporate, sure, go through the Big Four meat grinder. Self-employment, you can do that a lot sooner than that.
it's not even a choice right now. It's this added bullshit on top of the bullshit already. I just couldn't care. If people want to learn how to avoid the bullshit, Chad, where should they go?
Well, there's a course that came out almost 2 years ago now. So it's
has it been 2 years?
We've had it for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And it is called The World's Greatest Accounting Career.
I too am very tired. I'm
tired
myself. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe link that below or something.
It's linked below. So if you guys are interested in getting an accounting career and not dealing with this bullshit, I think there might be a whole other like new economy to form where it's just high school and college age kids graduating and just going directly to work for themselves and helping each other out. And just like, no, I'm not going to work. I'm just like, I'm opening up my tax practice. I'm 22 years old. Here's my tax practice. And okay, I'm just going to go and do my own welding. I don't need to go through the baby boomer, the Byzantine maze of regulation and ass kissing. So there you go. The world's greatest accounting career available on Teachable.
I just don't think you need necessarily a college degree to do what we're doing. I mean, just learn how to do taxes. Ipso facto.
All right, we got some super chats. You want to handle them?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lord, what's up, dude? $5. Chad Tax, what's up? I already got work remotely with H&R and Block.
Oh, awesome.
H&R Block. Still trying to get my EA, but in South Dakota, it's really hard to get a test where I'm at. I didn't know you were in South Dakota. Yeah, I guess you'd have to go to Rapid City probably. That'd be the only place where you can get the Prometric testing center. So yeah.
What town is he in though? Do you even know?
You can email me that, okay, Lord, but I don't know where he is in South Dakota.
I mean, there's Sioux Falls and Rapid City. Those are your two main ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a boring drive across the whole state.
Bob, for $2. What's your opinion about the lady that was shot by ICE? I assume you've heard about this.
She'd be alive if she didn't drive all the way from here to Colorado to virtue signal and protest and be a crusader and all that. And then somebody made a very good point that at the memorial that she had, by the way, I'm not happy she's dead.
No.
I'm not sad, but I'm not happy about it either. Not a single immigrant or anyone she was trying to protect showed up. It was just fellow liberals.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Have you ever voluntarily gone to a protest? Like, is this something you've ever taken the time out of your
Long ago, I went to a protest in St. Paul, and that was it.
Okay, because I can say I never have, and I'd never even think of doing something like that.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time. It's but this is, I mean, it doesn't surprise me what little I know about her coming out, but it can be guessed. But, you know, this was not an engineer. This was not somebody with a life. This was, and she wasn't necessarily young. She wasn't an old woman, but she wasn't 20. She looked to be middle-aged. And it's like, I'm done trying to actually help leftists or people on that side of the political aisle. It's like, dude, that's your life, man. There it was. Your life is now protesting, standing out in the middle of the cold and harassing federal officers who, whether you like it or not, that is the law. You can't be here illegally. Yeah. Now it's just being enforced and you're all upset about it. But if this is the peak of your life, and I guess the larger thing to pull from this particular lady is that this is what a significant percent of the population is, especially in Minnesota. This is all they got. And this is like their time to shine. This is I'm trying to think. This is somebody asked a question about Dungeons and Dragons, and that nerd who knows everything about Dungeons and Dragons, he's the guy in the audience that gets to answer this question. But aside from that, that's all they got. So yeah. And then I don't know, maybe don't harass federal officers who are armed with guns. You know, the same, you get pulled over. Yes, sir. No, sir. Right away, sir. Of course, sir. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. And, you know, but they're wrong. She's dead.
Apparently, it was her wife who persuaded her to make that journey. And I wonder how she's feeling
today.
Of
course, her wife. Sure. Right. Naturally. Yeah. And then wasn't her wife filming it? Like this was going to be some kind of social media thing. Yep. And, you know, it's like, guys, I don't care. That's you. Go do it. What did you do? I lived at a cold North Minnesota Midwest shithole, and I protested, and I was poor, and I collected government money. And the biggest thing about myself is that I help bash the fash or tried to prevent some immigrant. Like, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
But in general, yes, sir, no, sir. And if you don't harass armed federal officers, there's a significantly less chance you get shot.
Right. Stormwind, a 90 for $2 Canadian. My two favorite turd cleaning monkeys. Yeah.
Do we clean?
I don't clean.
Oh, wait, no, you clean. I didn't clean the turd. No.
That was
Atham or Gray one.
Or one of the ladies. No, I don't think it was.
It was not one of the ladies. No.
Devious DJ Aftershock. Crappy and Vlad. How would Nixon would have ranked on your presidential ranking list if he had napalmed and nuked Woodstock in Minecraft? Nixon.
I mean, I guess he would have gone up a little bit. I didn't hate the guy. I didn't love the guy either. But my knowledge of the Nixon administration is limited. If you wiped out hippies in Minecraft, well, yes, naturally your score would go up. Yeah.
I think you and I are too young to really know the ins and outs of what Nixon's presidency was like.
Yeah, but we could have studied. Like, I'm actually somewhat familiar with Teddy Roosevelt. But then again, they kind of pushed that. But yeah, Nixon, I just know Watergate, and that was it. That's basically all I knew.
Hey, Raymond, what's up, dude? $10. Ethics and accounting. Wait, does 2 + 2 not equal 5? Wait, that was a very nice video you did earlier today. I happened to see it.
Yeah, we should. By the way, anyone online here, go subscribe to Ray's new channel. Let me look this up. What is it? Gay guy in Ohio? No. What?
Out of curiosity, what motivated you to do that?
He talked about on his podcast. Nobody's interested.
Oh, okay.
God dang it. Ray's really yelling at me right now.
Tune in very much the last week. There's been a lot going on here.
Thoughts and minds. All right, let me look up Ray. Let me see if he's got another website. He does. You know what? Wait a minute. I'll just do it this way. I'll go on my channel because I did the video about it. Yeah, Ray has another channel. He wants people to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my channel. Okay, it's Nobody's Something. Here it is. Help Ray out.
You ever been to Aberdeen, Clary?
Nobody's Type. Nobody's Type.
Nobody's Type?
Nobody's Type. That's what it is. I have not been through Aberdeen. It's north of town, north of Sioux Falls. Sorry. It's in the northeast corner of South Dakota.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a sizable town.
Is it? Because I could see them not testing very often there.
He's got to go to Fargo. He's got to go to Sioux Falls. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, if you guys could, I just had it. Nobody's Type. Nobody's Type. Subscribe to Ray's channel.
Raymond again.
It's 500. Let me see if I got him up to that.
Oh, monetization.
Sorry. YouTube. Oh God, I hate the internet. Nobody's
Type. 500 subscribers.
Ooh, 492. He's 8 away. Hey guys, push him over. Come on.
I will say I was one of the first 10 people to subscribe to that.
Oh, really? Well, good for you.
Yeah.
No one cares. I mean, that's great, Chad. That's great.
He says, the right way, but sir, we have AI. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Devious DJ Aftershock again for $5. Have you been to the burbs yet and gotten a lecture from a former Republican about principles, even though they completely changed their beliefs due to Trump? I haven't.
I haven't, and most of those are Democrats faking it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't gone out to the suburbs. Anytime someone's like, I used to be a Republican. I'm like, no, you weren't. No, you really weren't. Just stop it. I did a little bit of delving for that upcoming book I have called I Don't Want a Threesome with Jesus. The number of fake accounts on Twitter that are paid bots to promote whatever it is. In this case, it was that sex is bad, especially among Christianity. That was the big thing. And you look at it, I'm like, oh my God, like there are leftist organizations backing this shit up. There are people who are trans, there are people who are socialists. Like, what do you care about Christian sex lives? They do because they don't want Christians breeding. And then when you look at all the fake bot accounts, so I absolutely do not believe, unless I meet them in person, and even then, if I met them in person, I'm like, no, you're not. Please just stop. Just knock it off.
DJ Aftershock, $2. Have y'all been called bootlickers yet? I've never been called that.
Back in the day, I mean, yeah. Keep in mind, I lived in Minnesota for over a quarter century, and that's all suburbanite, precious little assholes do in the Twin Cities of Minnesota is virtue signal how good Democrats they are. Yeah. So if you are for things like low taxes, balanced budget, though Minnesota's balanced budget, and not having immigrants come in, you know, or wages, or oh my God, you're a fascist, and it's just like, okay, never mind. I just don't care. I just don't care. That's it. That's all we got.
All right. Well, Clary, oh, there's one more from Hatton Clogs.
One more? Oh, here.
Yeah. For $10, Hatton Clogs. Cappy, can you explain the ideology to Chad about the blonde hair, blue-eyed, right-handed people and their oppression of us brown-eyed, brown hair, right-handed people?
I can't, Hat, because Chad is part of that blue-eyed, blonde hair, superior race type of right-handed group of people. So Hat and I have a running joke that take any one of your standard leftist complete victim groups. Oh, I'm black. Oh, I'm Hispanic. Oh, I'm Asian. Oh, I'm female. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm trans. It just goes back to my whole point. It's like, nope, this is tradeism, where you take a trait you were born with, claim everybody without that trait is oppressing you, and that gives you not only the right to lower standards and more money, but you have value because you are born with trait X. And then I'm saying it's as absurd as me being proud because I'd be a left-handed, brown-eyed person. And then I go into this funny joke where it's those right-handed, blue-eyed people with the blonde hair who are truly oppressing us. It's just to show the absurdity that there is anything tangible in terms of accomplishment or morality due to a trait you were born with.
I just can't imagine living my life that way. I never had that. That's just...
God. These people are cripplingly lazy. That's what it is. They are like the gal who got shot. Yeah. She wasn't gay. Her and her wife weren't gay. They're not gay. They're straight women who are bored and wanted to be edgy. I know a handful of actual lesbian people, actually, women, of course. But for everyone, no, this is fake. It's all fake. Yeah. And they just do it for it. And you know what? Just so they can avoid work or doing something real. Why? How lazy you got to be like, hey, let's go to Minneapolis and protest.
It's like, I got too many things I got to do to take the time to do that. Yeah.
You have too many things. They don't. This is it. This is their life. If you actually think, okay, I'm born with a dick. Oh my God. Chad, let me ask you this. How stupid does it sound that we should set up academic departments across all universities in the United States so that men can study themselves?
Oh, gee.
That you could get not only a bachelor's, but a doctorate in male studies. How stupid does that sound?
I think we've reached peak academia at this point.
We reached it decades ago because you can get a degree in women's studies. Fuck off. You're a woman. You're half the population. You're nothing special. We don't wish you bad, but like, please, just knock it off. But that's the type of people we're dealing with. So, and that's why we hate you, blue-eyed, right-handed people, because you obviously. I have my master's degree in left-handed, brown-eyed studies, and I have documentation that it's your people who've been oppressing us brown-eyed people all this time, and I demand reparations.
The Black Burr 405 for $5. Cappy, has your business took a hit, aka answering, quote, what should I major in, end quote, should I take a loan and don't pay it back due to AI such as ChatGPT?
Maybe Blackbird's not wrong. He might be onto something, but I think it's just that red pill wisdom, whether it's finances or education or dating or whatever, I think it's become more mainstream. And the generation of people that were told the lies are older now, and they've been corrected. And the younger generation, they were told the same lies, but they have the internet, so they found the truth a lot earlier, so they don't need me. But yeah, my consulting requests are down by about 40% from their peak.
Really?
Yeah, so are book sales, but that's good. I'm okay with that. I know a lot of my red pill colleagues are panicking. I'm like, guys, it's kind of a good thing we won. Like, your average 20-year-old isn't some dopey shit who's like buying girls flowers or sad when the girl shoots them down. They're much more stoic and aware. So I'd rather have that. And you know what? I saved my money, so I'm okay.
Right. And I mean, there were times I felt like you thought you couldn't really get away from it. So maybe it's nice for it to slow down.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with it. If anything, I mean, I'm not lacking work. It's like you, if taxes go away, you'll be fine. I finished my current book. I'm helping Myron edit his current one. I want to go hike. It's tax season. I've been so busy, Chad. I haven't even yet made my first quarter 2026 tax. That's how bad it is.
Please don't do it for another 8 days minimum.
Why? Why do I have to wait till January 15th?
Because, well, January 16th, because the fourth quarter for 2025 is due January 15th. And I have seen issues. Even if you say it's for 2026, they can still conflate it, which gets really frustrating.
We should wait till January 16th. Okay.
Please.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will do that then.
Sir Gregor F for 15. He wrote something below it. Would you click on the one right below it?
Are these all the live?
Here, I'll just read it.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Hey, Chad, I live in China and just became an enrolled agent. Congrats. Worked as an accountant years ago, and I want to work remotely in tax this year. Do you have any suggestions as to who I can reach out to? Yeah, that's a pretty good question.
What? Doesn't he just set up his own shop like Franklin did? And he just advertised looking for clients?
His best bet is to find somebody who's already established and who's getting overflow, kind of like what I've got going on, who doesn't have anybody to send the overflow to yet. Him being in China, I guess that's maybe a little bit harder.
People don't have to know he's in China.
Right. I mean, there's this regulation, Circular 230, where you're technically supposed to tell people if you're not in the United States when you're doing their taxes.
Fuck these stupid rules. I'm
I know. I'm just saying.
Rules. I mean, if he's American, he's got his EA, he's qualified to do tax. Who gives a shit if he's sitting on a beach in Thailand?
Hey, I agree. I'm just saying what the rule is. Yeah, I think, Gregor, I think what I would do is just try reaching out to people and asking them if they need a referral source, if they are looking for referral sources, because that's probably your best bet. Otherwise, why don't you focus on expat taxation in China? I mean, I think there's enough business you could get there where that could be useful.
I think he should just set up a website for this tax season. He's an EA. He's licensed to do it. Go hit up Ray. I'd create an account. I would post things on your social media, and I go, Parker Franklin, even though I hate him, he tossed me a couple of bucks, says, hey, can you run ads? So I said, I'm like, yeah, sure, fine. I'd go run ads on Ray's channels. Go run ads on different YouTubes that you like, and just slowly build your portfolio. And yeah, okay, fine. Find an old CPA who has more work than he can handle. But I think just at minimum, open up shop and go into business.
There's really no downside to it. I just want to say something real quick about Parker. This dude, when he was here a few weeks ago, line dancing, guitars and Cadillacs, that boss just walked up to whatever woman he wanted to, just grabbed her hand and grabbed her on the dance floor. I think that takes some.
Good for him.
I respect that. Him. Hat and Clogs for $2. Cappy, you should watch Fun Facts on Die Hard on
YouTube.
What is that?
Orange YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. You ever watch Movie Pitch?
No, what's that?
The guy he goes like it's just him, but he plays two characters and he changes costumes, and one's where he's the movie executive and the other is the writer. And he has like common sayings like, you know, well, that'd be pretty difficult if we do it that way. He says it'll be super easy, barely an inconvenience. You never seen this guy?
No,
Oh God, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
It's pretty funny. I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back, sir. So he did Die Hard, and what he does is he points out all the flaws in the movie. And then when I saw him do Die Hard, I'm like, no, don't ruin it for me. And then he found some pretty good flaws in Die Hard, and it kind of ruined it for me.
My 8-year-old nephew and I, he had never seen Die Hard. So when I was up there for Christmas, we had him watch Die Hard. You know, my sister's 8. Yeah. My sister said it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, 8's a little young. I think maybe wait till he's at least 10 or 11. 10. Yeah, 8 is probably even still Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, you gotta wait.
He's a very mature kid. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Raymond for $2. Okay. Yes. Your Q1 2026 estimated taxes are due April 15th. I have given up on this. I have been begging Clary for years to please wait and not pay your quarterly estimated taxes at the earliest possible date. I've given up on that. Yeah, cross it off your to-do list.
You are a liar. You're so a liar. You came in on a show one time complaining about an irresponsible client and how the client was this and that and bad. And then I asked, oh, so you are saying you like responsible clients like me who pay their taxes early. And you had to admit that opposed to problem clients, you would rather take the early paying taxes clients.
You're not wrong, but this is the part I just can't reconcile, man. How do you know what you should pay in estimated payments if you don't know what your Q1 net income is going to be? Right?
You want to know? Do you want to know?
I would love to know.
Okay, you can't tell anyone, Shad. You can't tell anyone.
I won't.
I'm a really good fucking economist, actually. I'm really... Dude, ask the GF, okay?
Yeah.
There was one tax season, like, it was under $1.
Really?
Yeah. And then when any kind of math or estimate, I'm not even joking about this. I'm good at estimate. I believe the human mind has a computer in it that you can ballpark things. But the more numbers you put into it, you get more accurate and better at it. I have no proof of it. It's just, we'll go for a hike and she'll be like, how many miles is that? Dude, I am always within 1/10 of a mile.
Interesting.
Always. And I'm not even looking at my watch. I'm just like, 5.8. And then, son of a bitch.
But
5.85, you know,
she does side with me that she never understood why you did it so early, right?
You were merely asking how I can guess without knowing what my revenue is going to be. Without having my revenue in, you ask how I can guess. And I'm answering your question. I'm a really good fucking economist. Really good. Yep.
I just worry because you overpay by a lot sometimes, and I feel bad about that. I did
because that was out of habit. Okay, but yeah. I'm back to normal now. I got it. But just to let Ray know, Ray, you should pay your taxes earlier. Like, don't wait till April 15th. Just chill out, pay it now, and then be done with it. And you can chill and enjoy the entire quarter and not have that hanging over your head, not having that liability on your balance sheet of the mind. Right?
So a month or so ago on my channel, we did a live pro forma tax return with Raymond, and we unfortunately learned that he's probably going to owe for 2025 if he doesn't make a Q4 estimated payment. So,
okay,
yeah.
But that's a good thing because that means he made money, self-employment.
I mean, I thought it was a good thing. Plus, remember, super chats count as tips. So you can.
But this year, not last year.
No,
wait, this year it does. Yeah, this year does. Yeah, you're right.
But Clary, if you are not an S corporation, you have to add back the self-employment, the $25,000 that they calculate self-employment taxes on. So you can take it down from your income tax, but you have to add it back for the self-employment taxes. So that's where I
hire a good tax accountant, because I don't understand that, and I'm too tired to figure that one out right now.
Okay.
Too tired.
Hat and clogs, $5. Cappy, I graduated college and got my master's of leering. Oh my God, that was hilarious. The Leering Center from Minnesota State, bro. Love and peace. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. Heart, love and peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, half of Minnesotans are defending the Leering centers. Okay, just so you know, the Leering centers. They're that dumb. They really are. You think I'm joking? You think, oh, you just had a bad time in Minnesota? It's like, no, I did have a bad time in Minnesota. It's because the people are that dumb. They are that naive.
That sign had me cackling when I saw it for the first time. Raymond for $2. I do amazing sponsored reads. Well, Raymond does have 27,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ray, I want you to review my book coming up called I don't want a threesome with Jesus. That's coming up. I want you to review it.
Mi Verda, My Truth, The King, El Rey for $2. So don't wait until 2026 to file 2023 taxes. Clary, all week I've been getting emails that people are like, oh my God, I need to get caught up. I haven't filed my 2023 and 2024 taxes. Can you do it for me this week? Yeah.
What does that mean, Chad?
It means that they're the worst clients imaginable.
Okay. What does it mean if the IRS if you haven't filed your taxes since 2023, what does it mean when the IRS hasn't reached out to you?
It means that they're due a refund. But herein lies the problem.
Yeah.
Some of them are buying condos or houses. And as you know, you can't do that without the previous probably about 2 to 3 years tax returns. So these mortgage brokers want them immediately. And so they're like, I need a rush job on this. And then I give them my quote, right? And they're like, what? That's highway robbery. It's just, this happened 3 times this week, man. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. If you do not file, I understand you're busy and K1s come in late, whatever. Maybe you got to file an extension. If you are 3 years behind your taxes, fuck you. You're not an adult.
Agreed.
You're a child. You're
agree.
a scumbucket.
Yep.
You're a loser. You don't deserve home ownership. You shouldn't
Nope.
own a home because if you
Correct.
can't file your taxes on
Right.
time, you're not capable of being a homeowner. That's a tremendous responsibility.
Yep.
And I had to deal with those assholes working in banking where the bank.
I'll bet you did.
Oh yeah. Like I'm missing the past 2 years of his tax returns. Well, he sent you. I'm like, I don't care. Give me the fucking tax returns. Because Chad, if they're not going to pay the IRS, who else are they not going to pay?
They ain't going to pay me.
Not going to pay the bank.
Or the bank, yeah.
Yeah. For all of you degenerate losers, that's fine. Chad, why is it fine that they haven't filed since 2023?
Because I don't care if they get their refund or not.
They're not going to they didn't get their refund.
Right.
Yep. There you go. If you were owed, or if you owe the IRS would have reached out to you.
They don't want you to file if you're due a refund.
What happens after 3 years, Chad?
Then you, not only do you still have to file to get the house or whatever, but you don't get the refund.
Oh, that's too bad for the degenerate lazy sacks of shit of America. That's just too bad.
Dude, they're just so outraged when I give them this quote. And they're just like, what?
I have a question. Okay, 2023. So we're talking 3 years tax returns?
Yeah.
Are they particularly complicated or are they just W-2 kind of basic stuff?
Well, 2 of these were Uber drivers. And, that's 1099. So it would have involved a lot of that. So, Clary, if people aren't going to file their taxes, do you really think they've kept up with mileage, business expenses? And
no,
things like that?
I'm curious. So for it's not just a straight up 1040 form.
Right.
This is a slightly more complicated, yet not a complicated tax return. Okay.
Yes.
This isn't a slam dunk. This is like a Schedule C, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So for these still relatively easy tax returns, what do you charge to do 3 years catch up? What's the quote you give them?
Minimum, and I mean dead ass minimum, is $500 per year.
That's
minimum.
It.
Well, if it's just
$1,500 for 3 years,
if it's just one W-2. But none of these are just one W-2, dude.
Right.
It's Ubers, Schedule C. Like one dude had a rental that he didn't keep up with any expenses on, so I quoted him something like $1,200 for 1 year, and he's just like, "Well, that's highway robbery." And I go,
"Do you have to do his accounting then for the Schedule E?"
I mean, we need to put something on there. So
you have to do accounting on top of this.
Not me personally, but I have to try to code it. Like, it's just, the juice is not worth the squeeze when you're dealing with people like this. And actually, this is a good opportunity for me to say, even if you're desperate for clients, you never, ever, ever should take on people who haven't filed in years and you need to catch them up. Never. I don't care how desperate you are. Those are the worst clients imaginable.
Me and the GF were approached by some people we indirectly knew. Take a guess how many years taxes?
Oh my God. 5?
5.
Yeah, that's I've heard that.
Nope.
Yeah, 5.
Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
One guy was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And I just replied, it ain't my problem, dude. I gave you a quote and you balked, so I don't care. Find an H&R Block.
I don't know. File your taxes the first year?
I don't know.
Wait. AI. There it is, Chad. Yeah. You say, have you tried AI? There you go. That'll be accurate. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for the super chat. Chad, thank you for coming on and giving us your expertise, wisdom. Remember, everybody should remember that Chad recommends everybody pay their taxes earlier because that is what responsible people do, as opposed to Chad. Who would you rather have? Someone pays their taxes early or somebody who waits 3 years to file tax returns?
I mean, I'd rather have the one that's being responsible, but
right there we go. I'm glad you agree with me again. I'm glad that we've had glad we had this conversation.
Yeah.
All right. When should we hang out?
Soon.
Soon.